for our players to be set up and ready to go, making ourselves refs.
Alright guys, so keep in mind this is the MLG Winter Championship. This is the championship bracket, round number 1. I am Frodan and he is Robin.
That's me.
Guys, if you have anything, please let us know. Some people are saying, just calm down, have fun. We are having fun. You can tweet at us. Just let us know how we're doing. If you have any questions, concerns, if you have a funny comment, we can't actually watch videos because we need a cast, but if you want to send us some love, let us know how we're doing.
I love feedback, man. It's one of the things that I've always been on top of. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as well. Wait, mic gain is too high in the sound.
Oh, the mic gain. Okay, we can actually turn that down a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So
we'll
hopefully that'll work.
If that works out for you guys. Sweet.
All right.
Sweet,
so
sweet.
far some guys, yeah, we listened to you guys. Mic gain is too high. That's actually a very important thing. And keeping those audio issues because we know MLG had a couple. But let us know how we're doing again throughout the whole thing. So game number 3. All the players are ready and ready to go. Raring and ready to go.
Yeah, let's
Here
go
we
ahead.
go. Good.
We have our scoreboard overlay nice and updated really quick. Make sure that's good to go.
We do.
Series at 1-1.
All
we
right.
have red and blue. Everything's starting to work out. Everything's starting to flow. It's hot in here, man.
It's
so
getting hot because game
Ah.
number 3 is underway, guys. The countdown has begun.
Let's do it, man.
Ganzi versus Sase. Tim, go ahead and tell me who you think has the advantage going to game number 3.
Oh, man. It's going to be dual sight. Very... I can't call it, man. This is actually going to be a really good matchup. Of course, Ganzi with the win last game. It's really, really huge there. Was really just on top of his game. Seems that he's warmed up a bit between game 1 and game 2. Was really more active with his drops. He did a lot of damage in game 1, but game 2 he was just on fire. So I'm going to give it to him. I think Ganzi's got this.
Ganzi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
well, people, let's go ahead and introduce our players real quick before we begin. In the top right, we have Sase.
All right.
From Quantic Gaming, the Protoss player. And recently we saw some fantastic play from him at the Beverage Gaming LAN. And we saw lots of good PvZ, but is his Protoss versus Terran up to par? We've seen him go for huge macro game. We've seen him go for a huge 2-base timing after being disrupted nonstop by this player. His name is Ganzi.
It was a smart choice. I mean, it didn't work out for him, but it was a smart choice. And
yeah.
I really, like I said, I think it really came down to that one Viking seeing the hallucinated units.
No, that's really big.
That
good
was
observation.
Huge. Like, it was a great play. He knew he lost a lot of probes. There's really no way of coming back into it. Like, so much damage had been done. He knew they needed to push and just finish off the game there. And he had such a great plan. It just didn't work out for him due to Ganzi being on top of that scout. And of course, Ganzi down here in the bottom left corner as our blue Terran player. He's just been on top of it, man. Really exploiting the immobilities of Protoss. That's what you're supposed to do as Terran with Bio, of course. So his first rack's now going down for Ganzi, and of course both players looking to set themselves up for the normal play. Now, will we be seeing the 2 Zealot, 2 Sentry play that we've been seeing from Sase, or will he change it up a little bit? Like you said, that's a more defensive play.
It's actually really hard to do it on this map, just because dual sight, if we can go ahead and explore the map geography a little bit, you see this little fume here by kind of the lava side of dual sight. This entire area is actually really hard to defend because even if you force field, you won't be able to actually have your stalkers and your sentries attacking because they can hide behind the shroud, and all of a sudden you lose vision. So it's a little bit trickier to defend your base, especially also you have to consider the flank when you're going for a really quick expand. So as a result, you see a more safer play. And I would go ahead and recommend Sase, if he's going to try to expand early this time off of 1 gate, go for a little bit more mobility like stalkers or something, but you never know. He could open the same way. It's worked for him in game number 1. He kind of had a little bit of flub in game number 2 because he was not able to get that 3rd up. You can tell he got a little bit frustrated. The drops were picking apart his probes, and rather than try to catch up economically, he just went for a 2-base all-in that didn't work.
Yeah, well, you know what? We've seen Ganzi change it up all 3 games here. Went for a 1 rack expand in game number 1, 2 racks follow up as well into an expansion, and now we're seeing actually a racks into a gas followed up by a reactor. And look, he's actually pulled all SCVs off the gas here, so really going for a marine heavy play. And it's only it's not gonna be 1-1, of course, because there's no SCVs on top of the gas. So he might actually just go for a reactor racks expand. Which is pretty popular
this is a safer option. Specifically against this map now. We've talked earlier, Sase is actually doing the same thing as he does before, 2 Zealots, and the way he's gearing up his gas is for a Sentry immediately and then expand. So this is, again, very similar to the Quantic Protoss build that they love doing, so more power to him, and I'm confident a player like Sase could hold it off. But what I really like about Ganzi is he wants to do the same exact build, but kind of mix it up. He still wants to have that Marine production, delays it a little bit. The advantage of having this build is that you lose a little bit of SCVs for the economy, but more importantly, you have the refinery, so you can immediately gather gas again, and you can transition to other builds. So that's kind of the advantage of having that. You have a little bit more safety, you can pump out more units, but Ganzi's going to stick to that bio transition, and we finally see more of a normal build from Ganzi rather than kind of a 2 racks, gas was fast expand, going for 3 racks off of transition of expand.
Well, Probe's going to try and get in here and do some scouting, and it will be dispatched of. Too many Marines there, too much DPS, but this does alert Sase. Okay, there's a lot of Marines actually on top of the field at the moment. He's got to open up for something. So, did he actually? No, he wouldn't be able to see that command center. So, he's actually completely unblind right now because knows a lot of Marines on the field. He's actually getting aggressive here, moving out and across the middle of the map. First Probe is here as well. Will he be throwing down a forward pylon in these areas? Definitely a possibility. There it is, actually.
Okay.
Bam. So, one to follow up and do a little bit of pressure, and this is always just nice, one, so you can get expansion up at home nice and safely. You being the aggressor is probably the best defense you could have. Just kind of keep your opponent stuck in the base, and so we'll see what he plans to do from here. He's going to keep the aggression. Yeah, second pylon being thrown down.
Guys, keep in mind that the reason why Sase's pressure has been thwarted each time is because of bunkers. And Ganzi doesn't have bunkers. More importantly, he's adding tech labs and add-ons, so his production cycle is actually behind. Oh man, Sase, he's going to prevent this from going up, the expansion from being able to land here. But more importantly, will he be able to bust? There's only Marines, and keep in mind, Guardian Shield and Zealots early on can destroy Marines. Here we go, Sase moves up the ramps. Will Ganzi be able to hold? He does kite beautifully, barely taking any damage from the Zealots. As the Marines do pop out, Ganzi does lose immediately. Now Sase, is he going to stay here? I actually would recommend against it. He's done enough damage. He can force a lift off here, which he does, and that's what he needs to do. Ganzi's actually lifting his expansion to the south because he's confident.
That's be a misclick. He must have hit
is it a misclick? I think he was confident he was able to hold it off, but he's actually might lose it. It's on fire. This is absolutely huge, Robin.
That was a misclick. He had to have hit his mini-map or something. I've done that before where I try to move my command center up to the top left, and then I lose. Oh my gosh, that is quite upsetting. That is huge. He's supply blocked as well. Seems to be a little bit thrown off at the moment. Geez, losing that command center was huge. Now he's going to have a little bit of a poke and an idea of what exactly is going on with the main, but oh my gosh, that hurts so much. Now following up with the factory, it looks like does have a decent amount of units here to actually hold off for a little bit. But overall, that's going to be so hurtful. We have a natural going up for Sase at the moment. Has his third gas following up with a forge as well. Can start doing upgrades. He has unlimited diversity he can do here. He can go for a...
There's a lot of freedom.
It's so much freedom.
Sase is up in economy. He's up in tech because, I mean, he went for 3 barracks after a fast command center. So Ganzi's going to be forced probably to 1 base dim timing here, try to do something, but more importantly, Sase, we're going to have to see what his follow-up is. He's getting a forge, he's getting robotics, so he's going for the safe route. He's not trying to go for anything greedy, and I like it. Sase is doing everything he needs to do, getting actually +1 weapons, and trying to see if he can go for that upgrade as soon as possible. Now, we see also that Sase is going for 4 gases really quickly, and he's still only on 3 gates and a robotics, so he might even go for a defensive play of getting a quick Colossus as well, which could be good because he saw 3 barracks. So he says, okay, well, he's going to go for heavy bio, and that might be my answer to make sure that I'll be safe against any kind of stim medevac play.
Smart play, man. So good. As we were saying earlier in Game 2, Colossus, just the area effect damage is so darn good against bio. And to get that out as fast as possible would be huge. So we'll see if he's going to be throwing down the Robotics Bay, as the Robotics facility has finished up, keeping an eye on that production tab. But here he's just been annoying. Every time it looks like some kind of push might be coming down. Force field. He has enough of it. Look at all that energy. He's going to be having it constantly reoccurring. I think once you have 5 sentries, you're just going to have constant force fields available, ready to go. Comet shields have finished up for Ganzi, but again, he can't do anything. He can't push out.
I had this girl in my chemistry lab in sophomore year who was just so annoying, but because she was my lab partner, I just couldn't do anything to her, but she could just taunt me. She made fun of me of how stupid I was. That's exactly what the sentry is. It's just taunting Terran, saying, you can't leave, you're not able to do anything, and just like, no matter what, Terran can't do anything. And this is the exact same situation. Ganzi's completely annoyed. He's going to drop here. There's no attempt to expand whatsoever. We see the robotics space started as well as Immortal. So Sase again going for a defensive save option, trying to see if he can catch any movement of medevacs, but he actually has not scouted the one area Ganzi's leaving his base.
Yeah, well, it looks like scan does go down. And oh, wait. He's looking for the observer.
The observer was
killed off. Yeah, huge. So killing that off. And also, that observer going in, so there wasn't a lot of units, so he knows something has got to be fishing. He actually moved across the middle of the map here. Does have Zanaga. Will see the Marine patch of units here, and Stalker will go down, but he's going home to go and defend. Pylons will be cleaned up, but Sase's done his damage. He's feeling great. For a box bay on the way, like you said, so
I love this, Rob. He's going for cannons. Now, cannons are fantastic DPS, but also, again, a point of anchor. Like, not only the fact that you fight by cannons, but more importantly, cannons are powered by pylons, giving you reinforcement position as well. So you're like, okay, I can maybe snipe the pylons, preventing Protoss from warping in, but at the same time, I can really fight by cannons and have them add DPS. Now, this one Immortal is caught out of position. It should die if Ganzi chooses to chase it, and killing that Immortal is pretty big, but more importantly, is the Colossus going to be out here in time? I think one just popped out of the robotics, and looks like Sase does put up his defensive force field. Will Ganzi be able to break in here? He's trying to force himself in here, but looks like he's not going to be able to pass, at least for right now. Sase waiting for that Colossus. It is vital for his survival here, Robin.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go ahead and keep up with Protobus and get out. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and commit. Drop down, going down in the main. Force still has been thrown down. Guardian Shield has been popped as well. A lot of damage actually occurring here. Stalkers trying their best to go ahead and Marines, and at the same time pushing straight into the natural. Actually force field the units out so he can deal with the units in the main, but he is actually taking a lot of damage. Forge looks like it might be going down. Colossus is about to pop out, but actually Ganzi pulls back at the wrong moment. He could have actually sniped that Colossus had he been there, but now going to go ahead and drop straight into the main. Marauders going in first. Marines following up as well. More Medivacs joining in the fray. Is he going to bring his Colossus on the high ground? Yes, he is. And will he engage? Scan does go down. Colossus takes a lot of damage. Is he going to hold this?
He's going to kill a lot of probes here, which is exactly what Sase needed to do. Sacrifice something because he does have that 2 base economy advantage. Ganzi losing a lot of units. Looks like the Medivacs are pulling back for now. We do see that Sase still has a little bit of resource bank. He's waiting for a second Colossus. Now, if that second Colossus comes out, Ganzi is going to be in a heap of trouble because collectively the Colossi can one-shot Marines. So at this point, Sase is just playing the time bomb game. Is he going to be able to survive long enough? Ganzi still has his 1 base economy, but he's mining out as well, so he's running out of options. Needs to shut down tech, economy, or the army in one sort of facet. Otherwise, this game will go to Sase in the near future. Ganzi still has a chance, but will he be able to make the play, Robin?
Well, he's killed a decent amount of harvesters. 15 have been killed off. Granite Sase still has the lead, 39 to 31.
Yeah.
So good choice there of sacrificing a few probes, knowing he needs to keep his Colossi alive. Now he has 2, as you just said, on the way. Going to go check into production really quick. Has a third about to queue up, and when that third gets here, I really think he can start moving across the middle of the map. Thermal Lance should be done by the time he gets there, and he'll be super darn strong. Now moving forward, probe in there as well.
I actually apologize. I thought one Colossus died. He actually managed to save it, so Sase has 2 Colossi, and now he's moving out here. Ganzi's kind of in a bad position. He sees 75 to 105, and unless Ganzi has a miracle defense, Sase might be able to take it here. He's getting the Thermal Lance as well, which should finish. Oh, another drop here from Ganzi. This is exactly what he needs to do. Try to see if he can pull Protoss back, but Sase, I don't think he's pulling back here.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and leave his units sitting outside the natural here to go ahead and be ready for that push. Wants to deal with the drop first. Did have a Steve Zealot and a 1 Stalker there as well. So a Warpin was used, but still, he just has a nice army here. SCVs have been pulled off the line for Ganzi. Is he actually going to go ahead and chase this? He has a lot of Vikings actually on the field.
There.
Yeah, he knows he's got to do something, but actually Sase pulls back. Scan does go down, missing out on a lot of mining time, while at the same time this drop is trying to do still some harassment. Bros will go ahead and get this around. Ganzi picks up. Man, his awareness.
Ganzi just going all in. Actually, he's going to meet these army in the midway of the battlefield now. The SCVs were separated from the army, does not want to do that. Ganzi, again, look at how active he is being with this drop here, just pulling Sase back and forth, to and fro, across the map. And Sase kind of indecisive there. He moved all the way across the map just to kind of pull back. But most importantly, he saw that Ganzi did not take an expansion. Yeah. So he says, okay, he's still on 1 base. I can actually just sit back here. And Ganzi, he's still gearing up for some kind of push here. The SCV's taking a lot of damage from the Zealots, and we do see the Vikings are working on the Colossus. Finally starting to work in, but with the force field and the Immortal doing so much damage, Sase crushes the army of Ganzi. And will we see the first foreigner upsetting a Korean player? And we do. GG. So it looks like we do see players Ganzi tapping out, and 1-2 is the score in favor of Sase.
So patient.
Wow.
So well played by Sase.
Fantastic.
That mistake, I swear it was a mini-map.
It hurts.
That command center. Had he saved, of course, got in the man, he'd be good to go. But losing that command center was so huge, guys. And really, Sase, once he did that, he grinned. He knew he had the game. All he had to do was be patient, get his tech out, be ready to go, get Colossi out, his Froden call, which was huge for him. And you saw there, as he got into engagements, the area effect damage did so much. And one volley with 3 Colossi, he killed off like 8 of the SCVs. And then the next one, he killed off the rest of them. And now he could go ahead and deal with the ground army of
huge.
Ganzi. So huge, man.
Huge. I mean, it's not only. I mean, Tim, I got turned down this past year at Valentine's Day, and I thought that hurt. But losing a command center after a 1 Rags fast expand, That stings.
That's worse.
I mean,
in 8th grade, I actually bought a box of chocolates for a girl, and I actually ate the chocolate in there and said, hey, at least it smells like chocolate, and that had been hurtful for her. But losing Command Center, you don't even have the box anymore.
It stings, man. That
it's done. It's finished. So,
yeah.
Wow. Well played by our players there. Sase will be advancing 2-1. Of course, Ganzi has a chance to go ahead and fight through the weekend. He will be and lose his bracket, but definitely he's a great contender, and he definitely has a chance. We saw him get really warmed up in that game. So, our next match that should be on this stream here on Gameplay 2 is going to be the Muslim versus Hey Pro.
Woo!
Woo! It's going to be
alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can load up. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break.
Correct.
This is, keeping in mind, guys, that our Twitter's right below us. You can tweet us a question or anything about stream in terms of feedback, whether it's audio, video, production quality. Let us know, and we'll be back here soon with the Muslim versus Hey Pro here from the MLG Winter Championship in Columbus, Ohio.
Thank you so much. I'm Robin, and this is
Brodan.
There we go. We'll be right back.